So, Dillian WHYTE versus Oscar Rivas. The fight is tomorrow, and today I'm gonna tell you my prediction for who is gonna be the winner. But first of all, this is Ross with Boxing Pills. I'm gonna bring you the best boxing news multiple times per week. So, if you like boxing, please be sure to subscribe. And now, without further doing, let's get into the video. So, Dillian WHYTE versus Oscar Rivas. For me, this is a pretty good fight in the heavyweight division. Of course, it's not actually the fight that everybody wants to see. People want actually to see biggest fight that, they just get delayed and they never happen. But we can be pretty happy with this fight. Okay, and first of all, I want to just express my support for Dillian WHYTE, because this is just not possible that is WBC mandatory for now 600 days, and is too much of a long time. It's such a long time to be mandatory for 600 days. This has never happened in the history of boxing, and this also show here, to open a little parenthesis, how boxing politics work, right? Because it's the WBC mandatory. He's supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. He has been waiting to fight Deontay Wilder for 600 days now, and it still didn't happen. Deontay Wilder fight Dominic Brazil, he fought Tyson Fury, now he's gonna fight Ortiz, then Fury again. So this isn't gonna be 600 days. It's probably going to be close to 900 or close to 1000 by the time probably Dillian WHYTE gets a chance to fight Deontay Wilder, if that even happens. Okay, so we live in a world where just boxing promoter, they control too much stuff. It's supposed to be actually the other way around. WBC is supposed to control the fights, not the other way around, and this didn't happen. So a word of support goes to Dillian WHYTE. Dillian, I'm with you. So, but beside that, I honestly think these opponents are, pretty well matched. More or less same age. Actually, Dillian WHYTE was born in 1988, Oscar Rivas in 1987, so pretty much same age. Same fights at professional level, both 26. Both, I think, 18 knockouts. So, look at the match, 26 fights, 18 knockouts. And the only difference is, of course, that Dillian WHYTE has one loss against Anthony Joshua. But what I say is that, Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua, one of the best boxers in the world. And, Dillian WHYTE really improved a lot after that loss. He really took the loss the sports way. So you go back, you see the tape, you analyze the fight, you check what went wrong, and then you improve your weaknesses. And I have to say, after Anthony Joshua lost, we have seen a new Dillian WHYTE. Really a new Dillian WHYTE. So I wouldn't be worried about that. And, Oscar Rivas, he has no losses. So, kudos to Oscar Rivas. But on the other hand, he hasn't fought any big name yet, right? If you look actually at his boxing record, he fought mainly in Canada, where he actually resides. I think he was born in Colombia, now he resides in Canada. And he has really not fought any well-known name. Okay, probably his last fight was against Brian Jennings. Brian Jennings is a world-level athlete, so he's probably the only one he fought, and he defeated him by TKO. And I like Brian Jennings. It's a great fighter. I still remember actually the fight he had with Klitschko long ago. He really put on a performance against Vladimir. So, that shows you something. By contrast, actually, Dillian WHYTE, he has had many fights against actually top boxers. Don't forget Derek Chisora, that he defeated, and don't forget Joseph Parker, a former world champion, that he defeated as well by unanimous decision. Even though, if you see the last round, Dillian WHYTE versus Joseph Parker, that's pretty surprising. Actually, Joseph Parker was really catching up, and as I say, he was saved by the bell. But I mean, nothing changes the fact that, you know, he has defeated very strong boxer, and Oscar Rivas cannot say that. But on the other hand, something that often gets lost in talk is that he has actually a very, very good amateur fight career. I mean, Andy Ruiz is actually the guy who defeated Anthony Joshua, right? And this guy, Oscar Rivas, defeated Andy Ruiz as an amateur. So just don't forget that. And also, as an amateur, defeated Kubrat Pulev. So don't forget that as well. On the other hand, if I have to counterpunch, what I'm saying is that the past doesn't equal the present. I mean, if you take the same boxer as an amateur, is a completely different person respect to a professional, okay? And there may be something why, you know, Andy Ruiz is Andy Ruiz now, because he changed a lot during amateur, and the same I can say with Kubrat Pulev. So that doesn't mean much, but it means something that you defeated some of the top boxers as an amateur. And now, I mean, back into the prediction. I mean, what do I think? I think that Oscar Rivas, you know, is a quick puncher. I mean, he punches pretty well. He has a decent chin, decent speed. He's very offensive. So I would say Dillian Whyte technically is far superior, but Oscar Rivas is actually really going to give him a hard time for the victory. Really hard. Do I see that going for knockouts? 20 or 30% Dillian Whyte can put this guy in knockout, but I think for me, this fight is actually kind of gonna go for the long distance. I mean, I expect it to last 12 rounds, and then maybe Dillian Whyte going for the unanimous decision victory. I think, you know, maybe, you know, Oscar Rivas may get floored, but he will stand back up, and we're gonna see a far better fighter than the one we are currently expecting. And to come back to what I said before, I want to see Dillian Whyte getting a world title shot, because I mean, he deserves it. It's absolutely unethical what's happening right now to him. You know, the world of boxing is very close to Dillian Whyte, because this situation, waiting 600 days for a world title shot, isn't supposed to happen, shouldn't happen. But anyhow, I mean, this fight is gonna be a pretty good fight for me, and I really look forward to watch it tomorrow. And then after that, let's check if my prediction is right. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, help my channel grow, and I'll see you in the next video.